Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a trip down memory lane and go over my first ever Hot Toys collection tour and video on the channel. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Riley Reviews back again with a video, and today is going to be a fun one. We are going to be doing a little throwback today and looking at my first video and premiere of Riley Reviews, of his first debut video and collection tour, to kind of show what the new collection looks like in comparison to the old, and with the figures that I now don't own with the figures I now own. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoy it. And if you do, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I think like 70% of people who view my channel aren't subscribed. Come on, let's change that. So if you enjoy it, hit that sub button. But I don't want to waste any time. I'm giving y'all a brief cringe warning because I already saw the first few seconds and I was already just like shaking in my hands. And it's a lot of fun, but I don't want to waste any time. Let's get into it and find out how this changed. And before we get into it, January 28th, 2022 was the first video on the Riley Reviews channel. A little round of applause. We're at the over 2 years now on YouTube, and it kind of shows, I like to watch doing this because it shows the evolution of how I've kind of changed as a person and just how the collection's changed itself. So without further ado, let's get to cringing.
Lights on.
This isn't your normal behavior.
Oh my god. All right, so about 5 seconds into the tour and I'm already regretting this video. Man, oh man. I just can't. I can't with the cringe, man. I probably thought this was so badass when I made this and I was like, oh shit. Like I can't wait to show this is gonna be a dope intro. But looking at it now, I'm just like, come on, man.
Hello everybody, it is Riley Reviews here. This is going to be my first YouTube video on my channel that I started. And I'm super excited to be getting into this, and we're going to be making it a banger collection.
So if you can't tell, I clearly am a noob at looking at a camera and talking, because this is like my intro to just YouTube in general. I've never done something like this. So when I started this, I was trying to be my like different, more like outgoing self, but I sound very bland and maybe a little nervous probably, but it's really funny looking at this now.
Collection tour video of my Hot Toy collection. I'm really excited to be sharing this with you guys. Just a little bit about me. I am 19 years old.
19 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I am now 21. Time is crazy, man. It goes by too quick. I just started
a Hot Toy collection in mid 2021. And I really wanted to give my insight on the Hot Toys, giving my overall thoughts on this whole Hot.
I can't. This is just really cringe to me. But I'm kind of just giving you a brief intro to my channel, which is kind of fun to see now, given that it's now changed. But let's move on a little forward because I can't with the cringe.
A little bit about me is that I collect.
I'm still
Hot Toys,
going.
Obviously, I'm with my how to.
I just
really
keep going.
To be starting this with you guys, and I hope you.
We're actually
right, here we
like
go.
Button, subscribe, and comment down below if you're enjoying
what he
these
said.
videos.
All right, guys, we're actually going to start at one of my favorite displays in the collection, Vader and Palpatine. I love this Palpatine. I just love the way he looks. They did an amazing job on that head sculpt.
So, a minute and 54 in, I don't own this Palpatine anymore. I don't have it. It was sold, or it was traded, I believe. It's a great figure, and like I'm saying, I love the figure, but at the end of the day, I was like, Hot Toys will probably do one later. I don't really need this anymore, but it's still an amazing piece. Let's keep going.
Absolutely love it. And this Vader, I love this pose I've got him in.
Vader's
right now.
fire. I'm never
going to take him out of that.
Facts.
Just absolutely love that head sculpt. It's awesome. I love both of these. These are personal grails in my collection. I actually got this as a gift, so
personal grails in my collection, but I sold Palpatine. Let's keep going.
I'm never selling this figure, but these two figures are just so amazing. Look at her face. Next up, the armor.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This display is pretty fire. Like museum wise, it is a little cluttered, but I feel like this is like really clean looking. But looking at it now, it is. I don't like cluttered displays, and honestly, I wouldn't do this again. But it's still, I like the poses. It looks pretty cool.
And Mando, Deluxe Mando.
That's the pre-Mando. That's not the new Mando.
Just love these Mandalorian helmets. They look so beautiful. Definitely one of my
Sold the armor.
Favorite displays in my collection. I love it. Next up, we got.
Okay, this one's important because y'all know Anakin Skywalker is the GOAT Star Wars character. He's the best Star Wars character ever. I don't care. Argue with me all you want. He's the best character in Star Wars history. And this I talk about grails. I throw the word a lot, but this is my grail. I still have it in my collection. This is one of those ones where I'm like, the base, the figure, everything about it. I understand the high price tag. Now it's not really as grail as it used to be. It used to be like 900 to 1,000. I think I paid this specific one. I think it was like my second or third hot toy. And I paid like $1,000 for it, guys, like $900 when I was like a newbie and just didn't know how the market worked. I ended up buying it on eBay brand new for that, which is crazy.
The only Dark Side Anakin. Love this figure.
It's actually an amazing figure.
This is probably my favorite figure in my collection. A personal.
Look at the base. Look at the base. Come
I
on.
do not want to know how much I spent for this.
It's true.
And I actually have these CCF.
Look at this. All right, let's move on.
Next up, we've got Count Dooku.
All right.
This figure is
about 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and 3 of these figures have been sold. So Dooku actually left the collection. I think I just ended up selling him. I really like the figure. I know people give me a lot of flack for selling Dooku, but I was like, you know, it's not one of those ones that's a necessity in my collection anymore. But shit, man, if I could go back and find it on a deal, I'd be tempted to re-pick it up. It's a great figure.
It's amazing. Got his electricity coming out of his hands. I got his lightsaber. Love this figure. That head sculpt's probably the best head sculpt in my collection.
It's true. That head sculpt was insane. I don't know. Some people say it's overhyped. I think it's amazing. One of the best ever.
Love this display.
Okay, this is like cluttered times 5 million. Honestly, I don't know what I probably just didn't have the room, but I was like, I don't know what I was thinking here. I don't like displays that are so cluttered, but now looking at it, I'm like, I guess my direction just changed in my philosophy on it because yeah, I don't like cluttered displays so much. And how many figures do? Oh my god, there's so many. I think I got rid of one of the battalions or battalions. You know, only OGs know that. Everything else is in the collection still, I believe. Yeah, shit ton of clones.
The 501st. We've got Cody here. Another amazing figure. And we
Great
got
figure.
The new Captain Rex, soon to be Grail. You already know.
I just said Captain Rex, soon to be Grail. Soon to be Grail. I think you can find that for like probably $170.
Actually popped the Cody head sculpt and slapped it on this guy. I'm holding this.
Video is just not aging well, just letting you know.
Space Pimp himself.
The Space Pimp.
Shout out, brother Cousins.
There you go. Shout out to him. But
pose.
this figure, again, not a figure I own anymore. I actually did like this figure. The only thing was the collar that was a little annoying. And at the end of the day, it's a cool figure, but like I said again, all this other new stuff behind me, I couldn't keep the olds, and I had to just make some sacrifices, and I got rid of Lando. It was one of those figures where I did want it. But once I got it in hand, I'm like, damn, this is sick. But then like 2 weeks later, I'm just like, my hype kind of just dwindled, and I don't have it anymore, just being honest.
Love the way he looks waving his cape. Not a huge fan of the cape. It's a little. I am debating selling.
This is a pretty cool display spot right here. So all of my display cases, I didn't even mention that, are in D12s. That was my old collection. I still have my D12s, but it's now obviously Maju Space with all these new cases. I do not have the D12s currently with figures in it other than one of them. And this figure was pretty cool. Ended up selling that one as well. I say in the video I was debating selling. It happened. I sold it. It's a cool figure, but I just didn't need it
What do you
anymore.
guys think? I think I've fallen a little bit of love out of this figure.
You did. That's why you sold it. This figure, though, I still have. I love this Maul. It's a really great figure. The solo Maul with the mechanic legs, super badass. Once I saw like reviews of it, I was like, I need to get this at some point. I still have it. You probably can't see it, but it's down there below.
I went up recently. Love that figure.
Oh
It's
man,
amazing.
oh man, this is gonna be an embarrassing shelf. Hold
I
on.
like this display.
Will would love this.
We have.
And it's funny because I say
Kylo
Will's
Ren.
Troopers,
And
but
we've got
all of these figures in this case have been sold. They are gone. I had 4 first order stormtroopers. I don't know. I think I bought this for like $190. It was a crazy deal, or $200 for 4 of them. And I just dumped them later. It was one of those ones where I was like, the deal is so good, and I just wanted to get it because I wanted to grow my Star Wars display. But Sequel, I'm sorry, with all the prequel and insane stuff we have now with the future of Clone Wars and prequel stuff, sequel just falling through the roof. I'm not collecting sequel stuff, and it's unfortunate for Will, but many people would love that I dumped all of these.
Got a whole squadron of first order.
Kylo's badass though. He's a great figure.
Actually picked these.
And you can see here,
Unfortunately, we got Grogu.
amazing display. You can see that I've sunk a lot of time to display this Grogu with an Amazon Alexa. These are, yeah, like I said, my desk figures. It's funny looking at this now. I don't know why I had desk figures because, yeah, like I said, it would attract dust, etc. So
This is actually one of my favorite figures ever. This one really surprised me.
So I said this is one of my favorite figures ever. I don't own this figure anymore. Let's keep going.
And it also came with a custom wired cape.
Why do I have the cape like that,
Absolutely
man? That looks so bad. What am I doing? You know, people talk about my posing flack, but before it was even worse. Now I've grown. I've grown to terrible to potential. All right.
Here, I don't think I'll ever saw that one. And we have the Spider-Man Spider-Verse, even though they're all the same, so it's not a Spider-Verse at all.
Not at all.
But I will be picking up some Spider-Verse figures in the near future.
This is
I'm
true.
building up my Spider-Verse.
You know, I said a lot of things that were wrong in the past, but that one is true. The Spider-Verse has been absolutely insane with No Way Home and everything else. This has really grown for sure.
I'm really excited for that. And I'm really excited for my No Way Home figures. Come on, Hot Toys.
See, this is what's really cool. I was saying this 2 years ago when I said I'm excited for my No Way Home figures. Now, they're all here. So I'm able to just live through that and be happy with it. It's now we're in the future and we're able to see this. So that's awesome. Let's keep going.
I know he's excited because what does he got right here?
So cringe.
Hell yeah. Some tickets to No Way Home. He's ready.
So cringe, man. So cringe. Let's keep going.
Give me those No Way Home announcements, Hot Toys.
It
Come
happened.
Do it.
No Way Home announcements
Right
did
here to
happen,
the right
and
of the
I
back.
completely bitched over them. We all know that.
Toy light boxes. Big fan of those. And I have right here the Endgame Battle Damage Thanos.
These are both gone. Let's keep going.
Room.
Let's just
Next, we have
ignore that.
Mysterio.
I still have Mysterio. This figure,
Beautiful figure.
one of the best figures ever. It's still so easy to find on the BSTs. I don't know how this isn't higher in value. It's just a beautiful figure. If you like Spider-Man and just villains and stuff, get Mysterio. This is an absolutely banger figure. I will stand by that.
One of my favorites. I can get some goddamn
Display looks
space.
decent here. I don't
Since
know.
we had literal no room for
I was a Funko collector, folks. Funkos were in a D12 shelf. Looking at this now, why did I do this?
any Hot Toys to fit in here, because
Love the way that looks.
This is cool. Other than people throwing shade, saying that Hulk was humping Iron Man in the back. This just shows how amazing that was at posing. It kind of does look like that. I'm not gonna lie. Someone said, I think a comment was, it looks like Hulk's in the shower partying with Iron Man. So, yeah, that's just a easy and simple answer to how good I am at posing. That right there.
Takes up a hell of a lot of space, but it
Dope display though. I like it.
21 figure.
Still have this Venom fire
Honestly,
figure.
They did such an amazing job on this figure.
This is where stuff's changing. Hold on.
Iteration of Venom.
I don't own any of these anymore. I sold both. Not because I don't love these characters. It's because obviously, hey, now it makes sense. You know, we didn't even have in art in the question, but now I can say I'm waiting for the in art. And I sold these way back when because I thought Hot Toys would do a new one, but hey, now we have a new company with in art, and I'm gonna get the in art ones, and I think they're gonna look 10 times better than these because these are really old and dated. They still look badass though. I love both. Loved both of these figures.
up next we've got these
Cool display.
two
I like
beasts. BVS Batman and Justice.
I had this. I actually had the Superman USB powered. You can see the wire there. I don't know if you could see it, but it's pretty dope.
And Ben Affleck looking like a badass right here. With
Honestly,
nails.
this is one of the ones where I question why the hell did I buy it. I think it was one of those again where it was a good discount, a good deal, and I ended up buying it. But at the end of the day, I think like 2 months passed, and I was like, shit, why is this in my room? Why do I have a quarter scale Batman Begins Batman? Like, why? So I sold it.
Quarter scale Batman Begins.
I'm a fake collector.
Got a custom cape set up for him. Got this for a pretty good deal and an
Yeah, so I got it for a good deal. That's the main reason why, because I wouldn't have had that
This is
before.
just to sort of wrap up this whole display area, showing off every inch of it.
I'm gonna turn this down a bit. It's kind of crazy to see how
Love this
different it
panned
is.
out.
Like,
And I
this is
actually
where
didn't
that
show this,
was.
but
This all used to be open right here, and now it's just blocked with all these Maju spaces.
Over here,
And
where I lay on my ass and watch other hot toy YouTubers.
I still do that.
And we've got the Star Wars poster right there. Of Luke.
I mean, honestly, I'm giving a lot of my old collection flack, but I am honestly satisfied with it. I think this is a really clean display for a 2-year ago display with detail. It's just nice, simple, a little cluttered for me now that I'm looking at it, but I honestly I'd be pretty satisfied with this collection.
Entire room.
Pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie.
Alexa, lights off. Let's move on.
I probably thought I was so cool there. I thought I was so cool, guys. I promise you, I thought I was so sick doing that, and now just, oh god, I can't. So you can see clearly, times have changed. Times have changed. You see that there? I'll put a full screen to now here. Time has definitely changed. I've changed. Definitely gotten more comfortable on YouTube. Maybe not the utmost comfortable, but definitely better than what I am right here. And yeah, do I look so different? 19 to 21, 2 years later, and I got this peach fuzz mustache. So yeah, that's a good start. But we're gonna wrap it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It was kind of I thought this would just be a really fun video to take a look back at my old display, and now with the new one, I'm honestly really happy with my new shelf. But hey, it's nice to take a little step back and look at the old display and just how I was and how I acted, and it was a lot of fun. I hope you do enjoy it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next video.